2020 flying indestructible creature in play for Branco, and Olivier Ruel has the counter top combo and plenty of cards in his hand. So I think Olivier Ruel is in great shape, but they're still in game one. There's only about 20, slightly more than 21 minutes left in the round. So I'm not sure if Branco can win the game still. Maybe if he has Dark Depths. But there's another source to Plowshares. He has Dark Depths in his hand. He won't be able to resolve many spells though.
No, the double counterbalance, Sensei Divining Top. We did see that Olivier doesn't have a lot on top of his deck. He only has Dictator Time and 2 lands. But he can even draw with the Sensei Divining Top to put that one on top and counter something for 1. Which the land deck does have quite a few of. I mean, it's got Gamble, Exploration, Crop Rotation. So quite a lot of one mana spells in the deck. And Branco will have to hurry if he still wants to win this game, well, at least, or if he loses this one, the next 2.
Indeed. And so we'll see now if that Life from the Loam resolves, because one of the ways you can... Yeah, okay. Olivier Ruel seems to not have a 2-drop on top of his library, so he's immediately Force of Willing that one. But he doesn't have any clock, and both decks are pretty slow.
And he removes the Jace instead of the 3rd counterbalance? Maybe he wants to keep the 2-drop if he draws Brainstorm to put it on top.
Yeah, that.
But the Jace looks pretty good too.
Just can really fire him up, but I kind of like the Dixer time on top of his library. Certainly, it can certainly do a number. So he reveals the land, meaning that it can counter the Mox Diamond, because both have a converted mana cost of 0. All right, there's a Dark Depth from Branco Neiynck, so he can try to go for it again with the Thespian Stage Dark Depths combo. But we know Olivier Ruel has plenty of cards in his hand to deal with that, even if it's just Swords to Plowshares. Branco's plan now being on 25 life could have maybe tried to kill as many lands as possible from Olivier Ruel, and limit him on the mana. But it's also very ambitious. There's a dead Pyroblast in Olivier Ruel's hand. A lot of blue decks, but this is not one of them that Branco has brought to the table.
And Branco is not going to make a 2020 this turn. He's stepping down both white sources from Olivier.
Before drawing for his turn, so in the upkeep we assume. Olivier's gonna swap with sub. He probably has Entreaty Angels. Okay, no. He put Dig Through Time in his hand with the top, and he's going to use that mana to dig. So that was an interesting play, because now when he looks at 7 cards,
there's a top.
The one of them is a top that he will probably want to put in his hand anyway. So. It looks like a little bit of a waste. There is a Vendilion Click for Olivier Ruel, though. That's a nice way to get rid of Life from the Loam.
He's not going for the top. He's going for Brainstorm Vendilion Click.
Interesting. Maybe he's not the top in his hands. Okay, so he also used the ability of Sensei Divine Time in response, so he gets to see some more cards. Draws a land. Very interesting from Olivier Ruel. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing, but he plays the Flooded Strand, just passes the turn here. But without... Maybe he wants to play Vendilion Click? Nope. Branco draws Life from the Loam naturally. There it is. Does it resolve though, Olivier Ruel? That's the Brainstorm he wanted, to put one of the counterbalances on top. But without a Senses Divine Top to shuffle them around, Branco Neiynck can be pretty confident he can resolve it the following turn.
He was ready to top there, but then realized he shuffled it away.
And didn't put it in his, didn't choose it was one of the cards. I think that there might have been a misplay from Olivier Ruel there. He's going to draw the counterbalance here again. So next turn, Branco Neiynck might be free to life from the loan as he pleases. He's going to tap the 2 white sources in the upkeep. Still not going for the combo now. When we've last seen Branco Neiynck on day 2, and during day 1, he was going very aggressively for the combo turn after turn. In this scenario, he's going to use this mana for Vanillion Click. He's just trying to tap down Olivier Ruel and limit his white sources. Olivier Ruel targets himself.
This is so weird because he's drawing a useless counterbalance. And now a useless Pyroblast. Why is he not shuffling with his Flooded Strands?
I don't know.
He just wasted 2 draw steps by not shuffling there.
Yep. Okay, now the Ponder... he knows that he's going to see some new cards here, but really needs to find the Sensei's Divining Top again if he wants to re-establish the combo. I think there was a Jace. A good card too. Snapcaster Mage swings in. Branco Neiynck down to 21. Remember, he gained 20 life off of Swords to Plowshares that killed his Merid Lage token, but Olivier Ruel found the top. Fortunate for him. Oh, Branco Neiynck drawing naturally.
Tabernacle.
Not the worst. But he's going to try to life from the loam here. You can take Maze of It. There's Rishadan Port. It has some Wastelands, Caracas, if he really wants to. Or he can go for more of the Thespian Stage Dark Depths cards.
I like Grove of the Burmelos because he does have a couple of Punishing Fires in his graveyard.
Yep. It's not that great if Olivier Ruel finds a 2-drop on top of his library to deny Punishing Fires as well as Life from the Loams. So, Olivier cracking a Delta. This is a really fascinating match. Remember, the players have 14 minutes left in the round.
The winner of this game is going to win the match, and it's not sure that Olivier is going to win. He does have the counterbalance top again going. He's going to reveal the first one and then kind of top before the second one.
That's another cute interaction with 2 counterbalances. You can hit blind if you want.
There's not that many twos actually. Oh, there we have it.
There is a 2 though.
This
is the key moment of the game, because now Olivier Ruel will be able to juggle that counterspell on top of his library indefinitely, and Branco Neiynck might not have many options here, and he will be forced to go for the combo. And when also seeing Terminus on top of library, he knows that it's something that he might not achieve successfully in the few minutes he has left, but he can't really afford to wait to start for another game.
I would scoop them up here. I mean, 13 minutes left to win 2 games with lands is not a lot, especially if you're fighting against Swords to Plowshares and Terminus.
Branco's going to try to crop rotation here.
But what is his plan here? I mean, Olivier can just Sensei's Dividing Top, draw the... Oh yeah, his plan is to let Olivier Ruel draw the two mana spell.
Alright.
But there's not really anything he can get. I guess Maze of It would buy him some time, but that's not gonna buy him.
I guess still
gonna win him the game. It's just gonna prolong the game, and that's basically what he doesn't want. He wants to scoop fast.
So you think, yeah. But I'm not sure if he can find something that's gonna help him win this game.
And there we have crop rotation. He does draw the counter spell, so that means he doesn't have any more 2 mana spells on top of his deck. He will need to find. He does have Force of Will and counter spell in his hand, so he will be able to like counter the next two turns. But that's not enough. Branco is still at 21 life.
Olivier Ruel has to pay 2 mana for his creatures now because of the Tabernacle of Pandrel Vale. It's a land that gives every creature sort of attacks. Branco scoops them up maybe 2 minutes after you said he should have done that earlier. He'll be not able to overcome the... you can see him shaking his head. He knows he could have done better there. Yeah, breaks in 4 Crows and Grips.
Yeah, perfect answer to counterbalance top, as he can destroy it without Olivier being able to respond to it. He also brings in an extra copy of Dark Depth just because he wants to combo as quick as possible, and he's got quite a few lands which he wants to bring out anyway. I mean, Maze of It and Glacial Chasm come to mind, Tabernacle of the Veil, so that's already 5 lands that want to come out anyway.
So yeah, whatever he does, he must do it quickly, because there's not much time left. As we speak, it's just above 10 minutes left in a round, and Olivier Ruel will certainly not be in a hurry, and I think he'll transform his deck into super defensive mode.
As if his deck isn't already very defensive.
It is, but his sideboard doesn't really offer that much.
No, he could. Yeah, the wear and tear is coming in.
Of course.
The Council Judgment might come in as well. I do like bringing in the Monastery Mentor as well, because your opponent might not suspect it. Does Containment Priest work against Dark Depths?
It's just against... actually, it might.
Because it's a creature that doesn't which you cannot cast, so that might come in as well. If it works, I'm not 100% sure.
So, Containment Priest. Let's check it out. So, if a non-token...
non-token.
So,
yeah,
it creates a token, so it doesn't work against Dark Depths. So, interesting. Well, these interactions, you gotta know them, but the text is relevant. You can always read the card. Pace of Branco. He's in a hurry. We're sure Olivier is certainly not, and he's going to keep all his swords, all his terminuses. He just has to get rid of the Pyroblasts, and he can actually get rid of some of the cards. Olivier Ruel's deck list is a little sloppy there. Some of the cards are pretty misspelled, but oh well, doesn't matter. It's just small misspells. I assume the token from the Married Lage is legendary. The Married Lage token is legendary.
Not 100% sure. No, I don't think so.
No. I can't look. But Dark Depths will reveal the true. It puts an indestructible legendary 2020.
So against Caracas, it's hard to pull out.
Yeah.
But you do have a lot of wastelands
The
against Caracas. So Orishat and Ports, yeah. So actually Caracas is a fine answer, but it's not always gonna work.
Yeah. So Branco Neiynck, I see Exploration, I see Life from the Loam, I see Cycling Land.
Yeah, pretty
looks
good.
perfect.
And also Thespian Stage and Dark Depth, so pretty quick win there if he wants it.
Okay. So Grove of the Burn Willows. Olivier Ruel up to 21 because Branco wants a green mana here. Plays an Exploration.
Are we gonna see a Force of Will already?
It doesn't look that way. Does he really want to play the Cycling Line? I don't think so. He goes for Thespian Stage here. So colorless land for now, but it can copy any land and also gain the ability to copy other lands. Sensei's Divining Top for Olivier Ruel with a Force of Will in his hand. Rishadanport to draw from Branco Neiynck though.
Branco can just do Dark Depths and Rishadanport here and also already make a 2020.
So yes.
He's not doing it.
Yeah, he can play both lands and try to go for the combo really early, but he's going to go for a naked Life from the Loam here, while also playing the Dark Depths. I'm not a fan of this plan. Yeah. I would just gone for it, and if Olivier Ruel has the swords, I would then try to do Life from the Loam lands back.
Yeah.
Olivier Ruel already topping during his upkeep.
Yeah, Branco would have won.
And
It's especially because there's not that much time left, but
he should have gone for it, yeah.
yeah, but he can still go for it later because he knows now he's got the advantage with Life from the Loan and Exploration. So Olivier Ruel usually not a very easy battle to fight because he doesn't have many answers to enchantments. He does have the Wear and Tear and the Council Judgment, but that's about it. And now that Branco starts flipping over cards, and hopefully some lands, it might actually be fine.
He's just trying to go for the Life from the Loam here. I'm not a big fan of this plan, but it looks like it's going to resolve. So the Windswept Heat is going to get played. Branco is going to find a Taiga, I believe. No, just a basic forest for him, and probably tap down one of Olivier's lands once he gets the chance.
He could still cycle the thing and draw maybe another land, but no, he's just gonna tap.
5.5 minutes left.
Yeah, Olivier not happy with the top two cards. He knew about them because of Sensei Dividing Top and is shuffling them away.
Hopefully for Olivier Ruel, finding something better here. Topping again. Remember, Olivier Ruel up a game here. It's only game 2 with 5 minutes left on the clock. Upkeep, taps the Tundra. That resolved. There's a counterbalance from Olivier Ruel though, with the Force of Will backup as well. Branco might actually decide to go for it this time around. He goes for Life from the Loam here. Mills 2 lands and has a 3 total in his graveyard. He can still play 2 in a turn, so I think he can Life from the Loam here as well as try to go for the combo.
Yeah, but he's gonna meet a Force of Will from Olivier.
As a
even better.
Even better there, indeed.
And now he knows he has to go for the combo and just hope. So far, Olivier doesn't have the answer, so it might actually still work out. But there's also, he's at 22, Olivier, thanks to the growth of the Burbillow. So 1 attack will not do it. He will need 2 attacks. But so far, Olivier does not have the answer.
Yeah, and also the problem is that...
there's the Sword Disclosure. Yeah. That's game.
So that means that Olivier Ruel will be hard-pressed to lose this one, considering the lock he assembled, which means that he'll be able to counter all the Life from the Loams that Branco Neiynck can throw at him, while also having an answer for a 2020 indestructible flying Married Lage token. Also has a backup top. Alright, so there's going to be a cycle, I believe, of that Tranquil Thicket, which is going to draw a card, not going to dredge. He has to draw the Crozen Grip now. Even then, that might not even help, just because Olivier Ruel has a counterbalance among the top cards of the library.
Yep.
And already has double top as well, so though he can deny him a little bit here. Okay. It's a Wasteland on Tundra. Trying to get something going here. Use the mana to look at the top few cards.
Also Terminus. But the only problem for Olivier is that he doesn't have a lot of white sources. So he might be obliged to sacrifice the Polluted Delta, which means there's no counterbalance anymore.
Mr. Rainforest from Branco Neiynck.
But Branco could have tried to go for...
Well, he can still try. He can... what he should actually maybe try is tap down the Polluted Delta if Olivier doesn't play a land. If Olivier doesn't crack it, then try to go for the combo. Okay, never mind. Another fetch land. The best defense against Russian imports. You can see Branco's like, yeah, I can't win this. If he had went for the early combo, he'd have won this game.
Yeah, he can still copy the Richet import with his Thespian stage and then tap down both of them.
Sure. But then he can't use the Thespian stage to copy the Dark Depth. So he can't do it all in one turn, which is a problem. So Misty Rainforest is going to search for a land for Branco Neiynck, but I think it's just a question of time. Olivier Ruel should able to successfully survive. Another thing which is also very relevant, the fact what you pointed out before, that he's at more than 20 life, so he can't be one-shotted by the Merit Lage token, which gives Ruel more time to find the terminus, find the source of plowshares.
Yeah, and also means that tapping down the white sources is not enough, because then next turn you have the white again. So he will need like to waste land, but if there's a flooded strand, so he can search up a basic plains.
Maybe he has another 2-drop on top as well. So Branco has to try here to resolve that life from the loam. Might be his best shot, but extra turns should be starting any second now.
Why is he saying go? He has to try sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah. By saying go, he's giving up basically.
Yep.
I mean, this was his shot. There was the shot was small because he knows about the counterbalance, but he also knows that Olivier had to draw a card and stuff like that. If he waits, it's not getting better.
Yeah. There's the basic planes for Olivier Ruel as well. Double force, dig through time, snapcaster mage. It's basically impossible for Branco to win this game. He's gonna go for it here. Looks like. So Thespian stage is going to copy Dark Depths, which means that both lands will die and he'll get a 20. That gets Source of Plowshares. There's the handshake. Olivier Ruel is going to win this game 2-0 or 1-0, whichever way you look at it. So, and I assume that all the other matches in the feature match area are done. And yeah, we're going to go back to the booth here at GP Lille 2015. That was a couple of exhilarating matches.
Poor Branco, no 3 GP top 8s in a row. He's so unlucky.
For him,
so unlucky.
And might have to settle for top 16.
Yeah.